Today I'm going to talk a little bit about everyone's most hated decentralized exchange called Uniswap. Now, the reason people hate Uniswap is because the fees are insanely high. Even though you really can't blame Uniswap for these fees, it's really just the Ethereum network and all the miner fee costs that are involved in it. In this video, I'm just going to give you a small little bit of information about my personal strategy to get the lowest possible fees on Uniswap. Before I get started, I do want to give you a bit of a warning about using Uniswap. You can lose money if you try to adjust the slippage and other settings when doing transactions. It's possible that the transaction will fail, and unfortunately, you will still have to pay the gas fees. The reason is because those fees apply to any transaction. So if you are processing a transaction, even if the transaction fails, you will most likely lose your gas fees. So the bad news is that if your swap for crypto fails on Uniswap, you could be out from anywhere from $60 to $100 or more depending on the gas fees. The good news though is that sometimes when your transaction fails, you will be refunded the majority of those gas fees. So for example, the last time I had a failed swap, I ended up being out about $4. I was actually able to get most of those gas fees refunded to me within about an hour and a half. When doing transactions on Uniswap, the amount of money you will have to pay for gas fees is a wide range that constantly changes depending on what the Ethereum network is currently charging. From my experience, these fees will range from about $62 all the way up to $122 or even more. Unfortunately, there is just no way to avoid these fees. If you want to get in early on a crypto project and it's not available at a major exchange yet, then you will need to just eat the fees, buy the crypto, and have faith that it will be worth it someday. The best time to get in on any crypto project is at the very beginning, and unfortunately, that usually means you'll have to get in before the crypto project is available for purchase on a major exchange like Gate.io, Coinbase, or even Bitmart, and whatever. The best strategy that I have found to get the lowest possible fees on Uniswap is simply to adjust the amount of crypto that you're willing to buy and then keep trying over and over and over again until you finally get the gas fees that you want. So in this example, my goal was to pay about $62.88 in gas fees, which was the lowest possible amount of fees that I could find that day. It didn't matter what time of the day it was, I just kept trying over and over and over again. Sometimes the fees would be 88, 90, 122, 84, 74, it's just all over the place. And if you try hard enough for long enough, then eventually you will find the lowest mark and be able to swap your crypto for as cheap as possible. So in this example, I kept trying over and over and over again for almost an hour actually, until finally I found that the gas fees were $62.88. This was the range I was shooting for, and so at this point I went ahead and did the swap. And that's pretty much it. As long as you're patient and you're willing to do this horrible, tedious process, just keep swapping over and over again until you hit the amount of fees that you're looking for. And like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't really matter what time of day it is. There are certain times where the Ethereum network is less congested and things might be cheaper, but my personal opinion is that if you just keep trying over and over and over again, you will eventually hit the lowest fees for the day. Thank you for watching, and good luck with sniping the lowest possible miner fees on Uniswap. And remember, if you're getting in early on a good crypto project, it will definitely be worth it later on.